hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today for your Saturday, gonna be one heck of a PvZ featuring Shuttle and Jaedong. These two players play some incredible games. I've had some epic games between these two players on this channel for the last 10 years, man. If you want a link to another one, let me know in the comments and I'll get it to you. Top right, it's gonna be Jaedong, and in the bottom left it is Shuttle. Two old-timers, man. Two original players that are incredibly good at the game. Not, you know, didn't show up in 1998, but when StarCraft was taken off, they were there, man. Early 2000s, mid 2000s. Somebody who's watching this was not even born in the mid 2000s yet. So, check it out. Gonna be a great PvZ here. It's called Epic from RJB, which is just French for epic, which is a cognate, which just means that the two words sound the same in both languages and mean the same thing as well. So, both from the same roots, I feel like, right? Pretty much. Anyway, so a PvZ here. Terry the Overlord scouting out. PD the Probe scouting out. They will meet. The Shuttle is good enough to check for the Overlord pathing here, right? He says, okay, so no creep. Now let's go ahead and check for the Overlord scouting from top right. That will save me a lot of time. And come on, man. Check. Check for it. Check for the Overlord. Oh, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it. Bam! Sees it. Look, he comes all the way up here. And he sees it. And now he knows where Jaedong is, who is continuing on the same path. It's an overpool opening here from our dude, Jaedong. It's going to be a forge opening here from Shuttle. Very safe. The last few PvZs I've cast was a gate opening, despite whatever the Zerg player is doing. Just a blind gate opening here and just blocking the hatch. Oh. Ah, so annoying, Shuttle. Forcing another drone? Forcing another drone to expand there. We've got two sets of lings on the way, and no drone? No, oh, getting it down. I didn't think he could get that down, but Jaedong proved me wrong. Excellent, excellent job there. That was so close to being blocked, but Jaedong said, don't worry about it, Falcon. I can get the third base down, even if there's a probe here. And PD says, all right, that's enough lings for me to skedaddle here. Chasing around. Again, speedlings have a hard time catching up to these probes, obviously, just because speedlings are gosh darn slow and maybe some of the worst units in the entire game. They just can't catch anything at all. It's amazing what speed does, right? Lings are terrifying if they can catch you, but if they can't, they're just they're just guys on crutches, man. Ooh, no, nicely done. Way to hide those lings on the top of the ramp there and say, you're not getting a scout off on me. Absolutely not. You wanted to see if there was an expansion down here, and there was. So it's going to be 3 hatch here before gas. Oh, definitely before gas. So 1 hatch, 2 hatch, 3 hatch here, and then the gas. Lings can't quite jump in here with the cannon. They will die if they try to cross this threshold. And back home, gas is now being taken as the expansion warps in from Shuttle. Takes the probes, tells them to go back home. Great stuff. And everything's looking good so far. I think Jaedong did a great job considering he got scouted so fast and did get his hatch blocked at the natural base, but he's made up for it. He's been greedy. He's recognized the Forge Expand means there's nothing by way of Zealot pressure that can show up in the first 3 or 4 minutes. And so he's cool. He's getting a Hydra Den too. Falcon loves a good Hydra opener against Protoss. Mutos can be very good. They can. They're just not my favorite thing. It's kind of a personal preference. Hydra Den down. What are we doing with it? Ooh, speed upgrade says we're going to get across the map. It is a cross spawn here, so getting Hydras across the map is going to take some time. Speed's going to help with that immensely, obviously. Overlord pops in and says, you don't have a Cybercore yet. Actually, you do have a Cybercore yet. You don't have a Dragoon yet. Certainly don't have one of those. Checks the cannon count, sees 1. Says, okay, so if there's 1 cannon here, we can handle that with a couple Hydras and a couple Lings. Zealot's going to be a bit of a problem, but we are so far from Zealots having speed or a +1 attack. Stargate coming in. Now, against a Hydra Den opening, Corsairs are kind of difficult to make work. Just because you will have the Overlords parked over like 5 or 6 or 7 Hydralisks, and then everybody dies. And including, Corsairs die. The Overlords don't die. Everybody dying would be a little bit weird in that situation, because, yeah, ooh, it's even a +1 air weapon Corsair opening from Shuttle. He's got to cancel that, man. He has to cancel it. He's going to see the Hydras. Let's see if he sees the Hydras, and let's see if he cancels the +1 air weapons. He's getting a Citadel of Adun, too. Obviously. Great upgrade, man. I've been playing the StarCraft reverse campaign here on this channel. Thursdays, Friday, Saturday. Been a lot of fun live streaming out here. It's just the idea that every mission in the campaign, you play from the opposite side. So like the first mission in the campaign, yeah, you're Marines. You got to build 10 Marines. And there are some Zerglings out there, and you're good to go. So the reverse campaign, you play the Zerg. And you try to stop the Terran from making 10 Marines. And they've also got a Jim Raynor there, which you have to kill with slow lings, which is tough. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. You should check it out. Be there or be square. Lings. The VODs are on my Falcon Paladin Plays channel. You should check that one out, too. So, Hydra Ling, like I said here. Overlord, no. 40 hits, 42 plus hits on a Corsair to kill an Overlord. War Cannon's coming up desperately. He sees the Hydras. He cancels the +1 air attack. He says, okay, I don't have to deal with Mutalisks at all right now. Let's just make sure we get a lot of Hydras out here. Zealots counter the Hydras. Not actually killing these cannons. Well defended. Very, very well defended there. So, can the Hydras get a gateway? Maybe. Possibly, possibly. Templar Archives is on the way. It looks like Shuttle's going to allow the gate to die here. Which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world here. We've seen Protoss players win the game after that happens. The Forge dying before that +1 is more damaging to Shuttle's chances to win this game. So he's got to get out there, right? At this rate, it's dead before it finishes. This is too slow. Production, too slow. Scooch up a little bit more. You got this. You don't need to get... He's just letting it die. I don't think I've ever seen a Protoss player just be like, all right, fine. Huh. Okay. Well, no +1 attack for you. New Forge coming in at some point, I hope. Gate, gate, gate. No sign of that. And this contain is incredibly good. Psystorm's on the way. Shuttle's finally getting leg enhancements. I feel like that's late. One of the first things you want to get if it's a Hydra opening in a PvZ are the leg enhancements. This Corsair still doesn't have a kill. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about getting Overlord kills when it's a Hydra opening? It sucks. It really does. It's so frustrating. That's why we don't have any more Corsairs. The +1 attack was canceled. Forge working on +1 attack. That was almost done. That is a complete restart of that upgrade. It takes forever. Also, Zealot Legs isn't done. This is a Shuttle being defended by cannons right now. These Zealots can't do anything to stop these Hydras from getting in here and killing him. Nothing. Not a single gosh darn thing. Macro Hatch, love that. Spire, love that. Spire follow-up. Sneaky, sneaky Spire follow-up, which the Corsair sees. Absolutely scouts. Good scout there, Corsair. You're not getting kills today, but that information is extremely important. Lurker aspect is on the way. So it's going to be Hydra Lurker, maybe some Mutalisks to try to snipe down these High Templar. But it's hard to have the gas for Lurker and for Mutalisk. You kind of have to choose one or the other. So I'm curious to see if he's just leaving his options open. Potentially that's what's going on. And he will go into Mutas, maybe. Or he's just going to go into Hydra Lurker for all time. Finally, Zealot Legs is done. These guys are fast. They can actually engage now. Psystorm. Baited. Got baited. The Hydras are like, ooh, Zealots are out here. And the High Templar was like, but are they? But are they out here? Fourth base coming in. Immediately scouted by ye old Protoss player Shuttle. And Zealot dead. Zealots, or Hydra dead. Zealots heading up to the 12 o'clock here. Maybe it's more of a 12:30 on this map. Hydras try to engage. Look how fast they're running. They're like, no, nothing can stop us from killing that base. Actually, they take a different angle. Scout to see if there's a base there. Scout to see if there's a base here. No, distracting very well, too. Lurker egging the ramp, so these guys coming in can't get up. That's great. Yeah, this Overlord saw them. That Overlord saw these Zealots coming in. Oh, it's not a block, actually. Never mind, the Zealots are in. Oh, boy. Hydra's got to pull back to defensive positions here, and they do. More Hydras come in. And the Zealots decide, let's not waste our lives in there. Sounds great. I'm really surprised an attack hasn't come up to this base yet. Well, now it has. Now it totally has, but then the Hydras come up there too. So great, great, great movement of army here from Jaedong. Excellent job. Let's see if he at all considers perhaps going into a hive in this game. We'll keep an eye on it. Seems like a fine idea. I did watch Larva versus Stork And ASL 20, group stages, group stage A. Now, quick spoiler if you haven't watched it, but it's been out for like 2 weeks now. So if you haven't watched it yet, you're not really prioritizing it right. High Templar sniped there in exchange for like 8 Hydras. I'm not sure if that's a good trade for Jaedong, but killing High Templar is always awesome. But yeah, it was Larva sticking on Hydra Lurker for like 27 minutes. Like a really long macro game. No Hive Tech, no nothing. Just flooding Hydras and Lurkers forever on, I think it was Dominator against Stork, and he won. So it can be done. I want to say, I don't want to be mean to Stork and say that he's kind of washed up, but he sort of is. He's old. Some players are old and still pretty good. Stork's not quite in that same box, unfortunately. So, yeah, you can do it against Stork. Try it against Snow sometime and see how far it gets you, Larva. That's what I say. Yeah, look at this. Muta transition. No cannons in the mineral lines at all. This is something... I don't think this was expected whatsoever from Shuttle here. Man, Probe's getting sniped. 56 to 51 workers. 4 bases from Jaedong is just insane right now. 3 mutas make it out of there. They killed, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 7 probes. Lurkers and Hydras at the top of the ramp. Going to be really, really tough for Zealots to get up there. But, I mean, also, Sunkens are great dudes. 69 drones. All right, this is the thing. My sub-critter always says, if the Zerg gets up to 65 workers or more, the Protoss cannot win. I disagree. I think they can. I just think it's hard. There's a difference between being difficult and impossible, in my opinion. I mean, the English language would also agree with me. So this is just tough, though. 71 drones. 4 basing Zerg. This is getting metabolic boost at 11 minutes, which is very funny. Making more Lurkers, getting upgrades. The Protoss is getting a 4th base, too, and says, hey, you could be on 4 bases if you want. I'll be on 4 bases. And then we can split the map in half, and then we'll see who wins in the long run that way. And it's like, oh, boy. Yeah, I don't want to do that, says Jaedong. Absolutely not. So what do we got here, folks? Hive's on the way. Oh, I missed the Queen's Nest. Oh, it's right here. So he is getting a Hive at 12 minutes. He's going to want it. He's going to want Plague, Dark Swarm, Adrenal, all the great stuff. Mutas sniping these High Templar could be worth their weight in gold. High Templar on the backside. Dragoons positioning to cover them, I think. Mutaflock is 9. And just, you know, enjoying the stately Protoss music here as nothing else much is going on. This is just being active with your army. If you're Protoss, don't sit at your bases. Don't do that. You're just going to lose. The Zerg player is going to expand everywhere. They're going to come hit you in places you're not ready for it. You got to be out on the map. You just do. Great Storm again, catching at least another Mutalisk. These guys are very, very injured. Just kind of shark around, make it hard for the Zerg player to expand where they want to go. Cover this bottom right, cover this top left if you can. That's exactly what he's doing. Hive is done, and Defiler Mound. Defiler Mound before Adrenal. He was very late on the metabolic boost, but he's going to have to get Adrenal here eventually, I imagine. Lurkers, Lings, top of the ramp. Dude, they do not know about this Zealot. Now they do. And look, they fall back to deal with the Zealot, and then flooding in the front comes Shuttle. Ah! Say the Lings. Get him. Adrenal's getting started now. He's like, oh, right, I do want Adrenal. I've got Lings. That makes a lot of sense. So, Lurker's top of the ramp. Tough nut to crack. But he's just coming up here, man. He's just eating him. He's got detection. Everything's fine. I think he might actually kill this base. Dude, there is so much Protoss here. Yes, canceling the top left attempt at a 5th base. Drones hiding in the corner, and Shuttle says, good enough. No, let's send up a Zealot and kill these suckers. Good call. This guy, I don't think he had a lot to do with it, but, you know, he was there. He scouted the timing on the hatch. He knew what time it was coming up. So, yeah, I mean, Consume, Plague. Oh, he's going double Defiler Mound. Look at that action. That's a double Defiler Mound, double the upgrades. Psy Storms getting tossed down. Take a drink every time Falcon says Psy Storms getting tossed down in this game. You will be dead of alcohol poisoning in about 10 minutes. Mute us. Trying to get the High Templar. The Archon says no. 4 kills on that Archon, obliterating those Mutalisks. Insane stuff. Defilers on the way. Consume. Dark Swarm's going to come up on top of those Lurkers eventually. Maybe a new attempt at an expansion up this way. It's 4 base to 4 base. Shuttle's feeling good about this one. Beyond good about this one. Better than he's ever felt about this one. Okay, maybe that's not true. But Lurkers, Lings, Adrenal is done. Lings are trading better against Zealots than they ever will otherwise. Scourge didn't even really go looking for the obs there because they didn't have an Overlord to detect the Observer. This is a nice push from Shuttle. Trying to swing in from the top side and the right side. Here comes Jaedong. Storms aplenty on the right side. Top side could use some storms as well, Mr. High Templar, who doesn't have enough energy for a storm, but this guy totally does. There we go. And this is going great for Shuttle. Look at him go. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous play there. Now, you don't have to attack up into the base. Just win the engagements in the middle of the map. Be cost efficient. You're fine. You're doing great. Lings decide this Zealot has lived too long. This Defiler wants a Plague so bad, but the army's fleeing. The Defiler's not fast enough to catch up to them. He's not faster than a Zealot or a Dragoon. Maybe a High Templar, but that's not going to work out for him anyway. So double expanding Jaedong, at least here. I'm probably going to expand here too. Might as well. He's got the cash for it. But look at the Protoss. Look at Shuttle coming up here, shutting this down. Where is Jaedong's army? It died. It tried to engage with this thing and got racked. Shuttle is up. 50 supply here against Jaedong at 16 minutes. And what did we say? Is a 65 worker count for the Zerg impossible to overcome? No. Definitely not. Shuttle's looking fine and dandy here at 16 minutes. Undoubtedly. We got Archons. We got Zealots, Dragoons, High Templar, Storms, DTs, all of the ingredients to win this game. Shuttle's ready to go at 16 minutes. Yeah, DT casually hacking away. Defiler does not get a spell cast off and dies. That is the worst possible thing. Man. Just watching a spellcaster try to get somewhere and cast a spell. There we go. I mean, he plagued a Zealot and a Dragoon for his death. I'm going to say that wasn't worth it. It was not worth it. Okay, 2 Zealots and a Dragoon. Still not worth it. Good size Storm. Defiler again. There you go. Gets a Plague. Better Plague this time. Nice ob snipe, and then he dies there too. So we are starting to see the Strawberry Jelly, or the salsa, whatever you want to call it, all over these Protoss units here. This group's like, can we expand down this way? Holy crap, the entire maxed out Protoss army is here right now. I love there are some Zealots down this way chasing a drone. You can't expand down here. This is our corner. You can't expand up here either because it's our corner too. It's like in the movies where the popular kids are like, you can't sit here. This is for cool kids. And then like the poor unpopular kid goes over to the next table and it's like, you can't sit there either. That's also for cool kids. And it's like, all right. Now it's just being mean. Not that it wasn't mean before, I guess. But dude, check this out. All right, so this is where Jaedong says, you can't have both corners. You may have one, possibly. But we're going to shut this whole thing down. We're going to expand down here. And Shuttle says, well, what about if I killed this base? No, I don't. He doesn't even want to do it. Sunkens, Lurkers, Hydras, no-go zone. Not worth going up there. Even if you're Shuttle, man. I like that the probe was fighting here, too. That was adorable. And the probe's crazy dead, but, you know, great stuff. Hydras, 3-2 upgrades. Zerglings, 2-1 upgrades. And Adrenal. Ground upgrades for the Protoss are 2-1-3. Armor, shields, and attack. Fancy pantsy. More Lings coming in. 40 Lings in production. That's a lot of Lings. 7 Lurkers here too. Jaedong trying to max out just like Shuttle is. And there's the double expand with the 3,000 minerals in the bank and not maxed out. Okay, so he takes this corner and then Shuttle's like, all right, we'll swap. I was going to try to take that, but I'll take the top left instead. That sounds fine. Again, splitting the map is cool. All the cool kids split the map. Jaedong, Plague again. Defiler might escape with his crimes this time. No, he doesn't. Defiler's like, wait, I didn't even do anything. Dark Swarm. And Shuttle says, nah, don't need to. We're going to split the map in half. Oh, okay, this guy. Well, maybe this group's interested in doing this, I suppose. Anytime you kill a Defiler, that's a major win. This attack is just ill-fated from Jaedong. There's no way this is going to work. Yeah, not even close, man. Like, just don't even. Why are we trying this? I mean, I guess because half of the army pulled back thinking that they weren't necessary, and there are still Zerg units here. Shuttle turns around and goes, ah, yeah, you're right. Nope, absolutely. Let's make sure this doesn't get worse. Morlings. It's getting worse, everybody. You gotta deal with this. Psystorm inside that. Send the Zealots in there. Send the Archons in there. This base might actually die. Jaedong. Can he do this? Psystorms, yes. Zealots, yes. Archons, yes. He's gonna lose everything, but save the Nexus. The Defiler should have consumed a Ling and then thrown down 2 Lings and then like something here? No, okay. He's just gonna die. He's not worried about it. We're gonna just let the Defiler live. He's just a wiggly boy. He never meant to hurt anyone. He's innocent. That is not even close to the case, man. This guy's committed multiple war crimes. Anyway, 170 to 170 supply. More workers from Jaedong, which means smaller army for Jaedong. Is this a drop? Nope. Just overlords in positions to keep an eye on troop movements as much as they can. Giving them positions to run away here, too, on retro. Plague, Dark Swarm, Zealot Archon. Pretty good at handling that. Woo! That was disgusting. Excellent, excellent plays there. Oh, finally. The Defiler gets snuck out. I'm pretty sure Shuttle did not know that he was there. But look what we're doing. We're splitting the map in half. How many times do I have to say this? Just got to expand here and bam. Map's in half. Center's going to matter when it comes right down to it. We've said it had some insane PVZs on this map. What was the one where the Zerg player built a hatch up here to mine from the center? That's how desperate it was. I don't remember who they were, but it was one of my more epic games of the past 12 months, I would say, if you like crazy PVZs. Where Guardians come into play? Are you kidding me? Guardians come into play. Anyway, insane stuff. Great, great, great stuff here. And then, oh, there it is. Hey, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Hatchery in the middle from Jaedong. He knows. This could be the difference between life and death for him. Nobody's killed a base yet. Not a base that's established. We have had bases die while they were under construction, but that doesn't really count. Uh-oh, this is looking really bad for Shuttle's base. At the 6 o'clock, all of a sudden, Dark Swarm, Lurker, High Templar dead. Nope, just kidding. Getting a beautiful storm off there, but is there enough storm is the question. Plague on the cannons? Not something you see every day. Is Plague on the cannons. Trying to save it. Probes dying left and right. Any cracklings remaining up here? I don't think there are, and that's a saving grace from Shuttle. He is going to go ahead and make sure the Nexus doesn't die. Once again, Defiler left behind because he's an innocent man. He doesn't have any kills, you see? He can't even kill anything. He doesn't have an attack. Anyway, 190 to 180 supply. Jaedong is now up. Donating free Lings is a problem. Trying to get down to the 6 o'clock again. Shuttle says, no, you're not allowed to get down here. Yeah, it's just in PvZ, it's so hard to break each other's bases. Both races have incredible ability to defend with Psystorm, right? Psystorm especially, Reavers, Cannons. And then on the Zerg side of it, we know what it is, and we've talked about it already. This is Jaedong trying to make it happen anyway. He knows, even with the center, if this base belongs to Shuttle, it's going to be so much harder for Jaedong to win this game. Lurkers with 3-3 upgrades against Dragoons with 3-2-3 upgrades. Yeah, I think, wow, then the Cracklings come in and say, did you think you had this? These are Plagued Cannons. So they should die relatively easy. Yeah, okay, there we go. Archon merging. No, not inside the Dark Swarm where there are Cracklings. Sir, Morlings, Chaos on display. Here at the 6 o'clock, now there are Lings. Storm's continuing to get tossed down. Shuttle's bringing those in. A DT trying to shut this thing down, but Cracklings against DTs are just not even fair for the DTs cost for cost. And the Nexus dies. That's huge. Jaedong, I don't say he needed it, but it felt extremely important that he take this away from Shuttle and also make it his own, which he's doing here. Got a dance in Ling. Too much excess energy after that battle. He doesn't know what to do with it. Oh, this is a fun hatchery position. What the what? He must have dropped this drone up here. I don't think he got through this front door at all. Or he's been hiding it here for a while, maybe? Dude, this is insane. This play right here. If he just makes... Well, I mean, there is a High Templar with enough energy for a couple storms, maybe. How many Lings do you need to actually kill this thing with... Oh my god, no, there's another High Templar here. Just showed up. Cool. Great and wonderful, I say. Drone? Drone. Yeah, there were a couple Reavers at the 6 o'clock base. I don't think it falls to that. I really don't think it does. So here we go. Oh, we just spent a ton of money on things like Ventral... Oh, wait. He has Ventral Sacks now. Okay, so this must have been in here before these bases were established, because otherwise, what? Reaver Tech is here, though. Yeah, got the Wiggly Boys, the Wormy Boys here. The Wiggly Boys are the Defilers. The Wormy Caterpillary Boys are the Reavers, I would say. So yeah, continuing to spend money on things like 7 Overlords. Dude, you're going to be, like, oversupplied just so much for no reason. But okay. Good stuff, I guess. Yeah, now he has enough supply and he's making 3 more Overlords to boot. So Overlord comes in for the scout. Sees, what are we dealing with here? Some cannons, a Reaver, and 2 High Templar? Holy crap. How much Zerg do I have to make to save that is the question. So, Jaedong mining from the center. Jaedong taking the 6 o'clock. Jaedong has a sneaky hatch down this way, which is now visible to Shuttle. It's the problem with proxy hatches is that they are incredibly visible compared to proxy buildings of other races. Proxy gates, proxy racks. The footprint is like this instead of like this. Easier to see. We'll see when Shuttle recognizes what's happening here because he's not really responding to it now. Ah, Reaver shots. Good. Yeah, the Reaver tech really doing the work here from Shuttle in a way that is so fun. Lego! Nice Plague Reavers. Any damage they take is good damage. Shuttle getting attacked. Reaver gets left behind because the Shuttle... No, he doesn't pick it up. The Shuttle dies, or the Reaver dies. The Shuttle lives, which is really important there. Because that one has also a Reaver in it. It's more than that. I love the Nidus in the center here, too. It's just a thumbnail. It's just like, this is just what kind of game it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one. Overlord sight range coming in. Oh, it's a Nidus. Okay, never mind. Nidus is a lot faster than building. So jumping in. Psystorm Reaver versus Crackling Hydra. Classic engagements here. 3-3 Cracklings, man. Serious business. Trying to get in there on top of these Reavers and get some damage done. They're both, well, one of them's pretty healthy. Coming up to try to save it from the next base over. Our Shuttle's units here. Archons coming in. Lurkers. Look at him split. Oh my gosh. Splitting as he sets it up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Reaver. Ah! Reaver dies to a single Zergling. This base is in a lot of trouble. Jaedong is in such a good position here at 28 minutes. I cannot believe what he's been able to do in this game. He's going for the he's going for the more guaranteed damage here. Oh, Plague caught his own Lings there. He's like, wait. But maybe we can get the Nexus before this army shows up. Oh, another swing of Hydras comes in. If you have a bit of Hydras, it is kind of straight up fight against Reavers. You have a lot. Can he save it with another storm? He does save it at 92 total hit points. He serves the top left Nexus. That's insane. Lings going for it, running up the left side. They are weird. He's going to get it. 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 And preemptively dodges the storm. Gets the Nexus for another handful of Lings. That was great. I mean, he sacrificed a lot. A lot to kill that Nexus, but he got it. He killed a bunch of probes too at 67 to 31 workers. This is Jaedong in control of this game. Just look, Shuttle mined out, Shuttle mined out, Shuttle mined out, Shuttle not mining, Shuttle mining. So it's one base mining here from Shuttle. Meanwhile, Jaedong mining. Mind out, mind out, mind out, mind out. So 3 base to 1 base mining at this stage. 193 to 142 supply. I love the fast observer coming in and being like, yeah, so you do have this middle. You've had it for a while, I know. Top left base coming in. Good Protoss. Good anybody will rebuild a base as soon as they can after it dies. Like, don't just be like, oh, no, my base died. If I rebuild it, it will die again. I have PTSD. Nope. That's not how this works. Is this a drop? Dude, massive drop into Shuttle's main. Lurkers, cracklings all over the production here. An attack into the 6 o'clock. Shuttle wants his base back, but he's not doing much to handle losing his entire main. He's going to have to go into PvT mode, where losing your main base is sort of an expected outcome, and then you rebuild all your stuff up here. Because I don't know if he has enough to save these gateways. Dude, this is so much of his production. There's just nothing to defend it. This lurker's not even burrowed. And, okay, coming into the middle, says Shuttle. He's like, how about I take away the middle from you? And Jaedong's like, no. I work so hard to get this not suboptimal base. I'm going to fight you. Great. Storms are great, though. But also, yeah, entire main base dead. Every gateway is going to die. There are still 4 gateways you can maybe save, but he's not making any moves at all. And he still can't take down this center because too much Zerg responded. Cracklings are too scary. This one zealot is in here fighting drones, and it's like, wait, who are you? There we go. Oh, man. Tech's going down as well. Citadel of Adun dead. Templar Archives dead. Is he rebuilding stuff? Yep, new Templar Archives, top left. He knows. He knows how important that is. I just don't know how Shuttle at all comes back in this game. And this may be a Critter was right kind of a moment, because Jaedong is looking very much in control here, continuing to do so. Killing this base was the key moment of the game. I mean, killing this was like moment B. Yeah, when's the last time you saw a Protoss base entirely cleaned out on a PvZ? The whole darn thing. Just never. The natural base is going to die too. It's providing a little bit of gas income on an expired assimilator, but other than that, not a big deal. Dude, just, okay. Shuttle set. He's down 195 to 108 supply. I mean, incredible Reaver plays. Maybe he can get him back in this game, but he's going to lose another Nexus. That's going to be the 4th Nexus kill today, and the robotics facility, and an assimilator, and a pot. Like, just, and. Okay, what I say about Reaver shenanigans? Okay, 61 workers remaining, but 30 probes! 61 to 30 is nuts. Okay, lurkers burrowing in. Oh my gosh, this Archon getting so much damage done. 11 kills there. 28 kill Archon there. I don't know. Jaedong has it won. I don't know what else to say at this point at 33 minutes. How on earth does Shuttle ever come back in this game? I mean, he is as squished into that top left on retro as I've seen anybody. He's just turtled in. He's sub 100 supply. This is one of the better Jaedong games I have cast in a long time. He's looking good. That is Nexus, 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 Nexus down. That is 5. 5 killed. He's got Archons and Reavers and High Templar and all sorts of high-tech stuff, but the Swarm is the Swarm sometimes. Man, Ling's charging in. Just not even a care in the world. Nice play catching the Reaver. Defiler dies for it. Defilers have been doing a lot in this game and dying a lot for it too. That is their want and their nature. Shuttle dies. Reaver down. Oh, no. 4 kill. 5 kill. Man, playing the reverse campaign, there's a mission. It's the reverse of the mission where Kerrigan gets killed by the Zerg and, like, taken by the Swarm, right? And in this one, the Protoss kill her because you're the Protoss. But anyway, yeah. You have to kill the Zerg afterwards, and I had a High Templar with like 37 kills. It was so much Zerg, it was insane. So again, if you want a link to that reverse campaign playlist, I will give it to you. Maybe I'll put it in the description here too. Because this game is over. I love you, Shuttle. I think you are great. I don't know. Jaedong could screw this up, right? Jaedong can screw this. Well, he's doing this now. I was going to say, by continuing to attack across the bridge and just getting stormed and revered to death, and then everybody's a sad panda, but instead, he just casually is taking out the new gateways that Shuttle built in the top left here 3 minutes ago. They're all dying. Yeah, this is... we're working on 3 gateways now. The Hiders are focusing the Nexus. And they get it. They might all die, but they all get it. This Defiler continues to be alive. Lurker in the top of the ramp. His probes are trying to evac from the position they can't because of the Lurkers here. This Defiler is like, I don't have enough energy for anything, but I'm here now. Ah! Archon, run. Run. I can't believe Shuttle is still in this game. Usually pros are better at recognizing when they're absolutely dead. Though, as I was saying, if Jaedong continues to throw away huge numbers of Lings and Lurkers and Defilers and not really get much leeway, Shuttle can win this thing. The problem is, this top left base is dead. That counts as leeway. Oh, good snipe on the obs. Oh, Jaedong is just on top of his game today. On top of it. Now, look, when you have 100 minerals, Reavers are actually kind of tough because the ability to rebuild Scarabs costs money. I love these Overlords taking a very careful path out of here instead of just flying over the Archons and all dying. That's great. That's important. He doesn't have enough Overlords to be maxed out, so... Oh my gosh, he got 2 Reavers with Plague. Okay. Well, this is what we're looking at here, guys. It is a very, very tough position to hold in for Shuttle. But if anyone can sit here and hold, it's going to be him. With the power of Shuttles and Reavers, 8-kill Lurker gets murdered in the ground. The map alone is ridiculously intimidating. I'm trying to figure out what the plan here is for Shuttle. It's shut down drops. It's get incredible value with Reavers. Look at this swarm. Oh my gosh, this swarm is so swarmy. It's get free Scourge kills. It's do whatever you can to kill Zerg without taking too much damage on the other end. Trading Scarabs for Lings. Okay, trading Scarabs for 3 Lings is better. Well, 2 Scarabs for 3 Lings is not good. Turns out it's pretty bad. Look, mining. Ooh, mined out. Okay, so mining, mined out. Jaedong has 2,000 minerals and 2,000 gas. But that's not going to last forever. And if it's 2 bases mining here from Shuttle... If you're Jaedong, maybe do you just invite Shuttle to come out and play? Because attacking into this seems like a pretty bad idea. Guardians might actually be incredibly good here. Just because the only answer the Protoss has to that is Storm. Not that it's a bad answer. It's a very good answer. But still, if that's all you have, it's kind of tough. Yeah, I don't see any sign that Jaedong is going to try to get into Guardians here. Trying to crack this defense. Though it is what I've seen in the past. It's been attempted. Oh! Okay. Maelstrom, Dark Archons. Here we go. He knows that Guardians are a feasible answer to this. So he's like, okay, Maelstrom, Storm, whatever comes in here, that'd be good. Okay, now he's also getting a Greater Spire. So yes, we're going to crack this nut with Guardians. And then if we just snipe all of the High Templar with the Queens, then the Guardians win. Like I said, the only answer here, there are no Dragoons, man. Archon's range is too bad to deal with Guardians, especially if there are a bunch of them. Look at the speed shuttle, man. Terrans are like, I wish our dropships could get a speed upgrade. Look how zippy that thing is. Zerg 2, man. If Overlords could be faster, how cool would that be? No, Reaver makes it out. Reaver makes it out alive. Positioning his Reavers carefully here in case of drops. Here, too, in case of run by. And then these are here in case of drops. So he's fairly well covered. 15 mutas in production. In conjunction with the Greater Spire. 15 Guardians should probably be able to do this. Oh, the Scourge angle of attack. Nope, can't get it. Can't get it. Pull back. There it is. Good. Good pull back there on the Scourge. You don't want to lose anything unnecessarily here. What I might be interested in doing is throwing up a hatch. Just making a bunch of Sunkens and being like, aha, now what? Okay, so here we go. Spawn Broodling on High Templar attempt. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 High Templar down. Any High Templar left in this base at all? 4. There are some Dragoons here. He knows what he's dealing with. If you're going after my High Templar, well, if you're going after my High Templar, you could be attacking me with anything. The High Templar are an enemy to all. Nice pick up. Feedback on the Queens was good, Dark Archon. 2 kills on that Dark Archon. 2 Queens down thanks to feedback. Dude, that was sick. That was sick. Dude, Shuttle cannot possibly win this thing, but that was sick. Okay, Guardians here. Usually Guardians here, but no. Oh, just a whole bunch of Guardians here. All right, here we go. Dark Archon used all of its energy in order to feed back. So it doesn't have the energy for Maelstrom yet, but it will be coming back shortly. Here's the engage. Oh, man, too many. 1 or 2 Guardians, fine. Let's engage, but 12 Guardians. When's the last time you saw 12 Guardians? Size storming them. That's how you deal with it. No, get back in there. Continue attacking. Another good storm. Dude, these Knights. Another good storm. Jaedong's like, I thought I spawned Broodling all of those High Templar. No, no, you did not. Well, Guardian group is 8 now. Not nearly as cool. Gotta admit, not even close to as cool. You can get inside that Dark Swarm, maybe protected against the Guardians, but also there's lurkers in there. So maybe don't be doing that. One storm. 2 storms for Guardians. This is a tough trade. Yeah, just sit here and shell these Dragoons. You don't have any attack or armor upgrades. Nor are we working on them. How you doing, Queens? Enough spawn broodlings? No, cool. Jaedong's at 700 minerals. And he's mined out. What did I say? Dude, Shuttle can win this. Ah, no! No! The number of times in this game that I said, Shuttle can't possibly win this. Shuttle can't win this. There's no way. Jaedong's in control of this game. Shuttle can't win. That was brutal. That was a brutal loss. Yeah. Look at this. Income for the Protoss. No income for the Zerg equals a dead Zerg player every single time. Man. That was insane. I cannot believe Shuttle won that thing, but at the same time, like I said, there was a way. There was a way to win this thing from his position, and that way was to be incredibly cost efficient. Lot of Storm, lot of Reavers. Feedbacks were incredibly cost efficient there too. Dark Archons getting kills is awesome. And then, yeah, Guardians maybe can crack it, but there was too much Storm remaining. You should have come back around with the Queens Look for more High Templar to snipe, because once all the High Templar are gone, they crush. The Guardians crush at that point, and it's over. But instead, storm. There's always more storm in the banana stand, is what the Protoss players always say. And for Shuttle, that turned out to be the case as well. Man. Like, what a ridiculous, utterly ridiculous showing. That is just not the way you want to lose if you're Jaedong. If you're a Jaedong fan, you're not happy about this one for sure. I thought when those Guardians showed up, it was over. But nope, there were storms. You'd killed all the High Templar, but then there were more High Templar, because look at the gateways there still are. Look at the gas available. Well, not a ton of gas, but there was a bunch of gas before those High Templar got made, and these Archons, and these Dark Archons. Dude, good game from Shuttle, man. He did the split the map in half strategy about as well as he can. Ended up losing the 6 o'clock, but only after he'd had it for a while. And then he lost his entire main, and then came up here and was like, all right, this is my home now. I know how to do this. And he did, and he won. What a game. Ridiculously good match. Like, one of the better PvZs, for sure. Oh, man. Wow, it was fun. 418,000 points to 394,000 points in favor of Jaedong. He produced 1,500 units today. Killed 300. Classic Zerg kill death ratio. Classic. The production, it's a 4-to-1 kill death ratio for Shuttle through the entire game today. 4-to-1. That is a killer one. Buildings raised, 101 to 2. Imagine winning a game that's 45 minutes long when you killed 2 buildings. And then outspend by Jaedong. Yeah, look at that. Pretty big outspend. 22,000 resources in 43 minutes. Could be better. It's retro, though. Not a lot of places to go. That was fun. Oh, my gosh, that was fun. Okay, well, happy Saturday, everyone. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and an epic PvZ for you today. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.